that they're not sure if they can afford a challenge pack. So can we show you how we go about this? Yes or yes? All right. So we're just gonna throw this out there. We're gonna throw it out there. We'll say you really want to do pilot because I just did a Warrior 2 earlier. So we're just gonna say pilot. Yeah. Hey, boo. Okay. So you're gonna do pilot. She really wants a challenge pack. She really wants a challenge pack. Okay. Okay. And I've gone through the process. I've invited and excited you. I've learned your why. We're so excited. I've gone through the 5-step invite process completely. And she asks me, how much does it cost? And all of you guys go, So I tell her, but I also tell her what it includes, right? What a challenge pack includes, and I get her even more excited. And then you're just gonna tell me, let's just say your hubby lost his job. And do you think she could bake a good cake? Should we do cake? Yes? Cake. She bakes cakes on the side. Can we bake a cake? Yeah. Yeah. She bakes cakes on the side, and she's been making a little extra income for the family. Okay. Can you run with it? Yeah. I don't know how this is gonna go. All right. Okay. Everybody say that we could do this. Okay, here we go.
Okay, Alli, I really want to grab that Pyro Challenge pack and join your group. I think it would be exactly what I need. This is a little awkward, but I'm a little nervous, freaking out because money's a little tight. My husband just lost his job, and we're transitioning, trying to figure things out. I sell cakes on the side to try to make some extra income. I don't know that I can make it work this month.
So what do I say? I totally know how you feel, and I felt the same way. And what I but you can take it a little bit deeper. I can say, I totally know how you feel. And I'm gonna pretend I've known her since 4th grade. You've known me, you've been on this journey with me, and you know I know what it feels like to live paycheck to paycheck. Oh my gosh, I totally get it. But what I found is, there's a want to, you will always, always, always find a way how to. If there's a want to, you will always find a way how to, okay? Now, but I would also say to her, because I know she's going through a financial situation, I'm a Dave Ramsey fan myself, and I absolutely totally know where you're coming from. And if you want me to sit down with you, we can sit down and figure this out, budget it out. I know that it's gonna take a little bit of sacrifice, but I want you to know that I'm here for you. Never once, though, when I said any of that, did I try to convince her as to why she had to. I empathized with her. I let her know that I cared, and I told her I would be there. Right?
Yeah. So, as the challenger, what if I was bound and determined? What if I was like, you know what? Yes. I'm gonna make this happen. I post on my Facebook, I sell 4 cakes, I have the money to invest in my challenge group. What is the next step? Now what do? You've got a challenger willing, now what do you do? So I had already identified that I wanted the Pile Challenge Pack, right? If I hadn't, Alli as my coach would have taken the time to walk me through, we would have talked about what the best program is for me. Once we know what the best program is for me, Alli would then send me the next steps to order. So she's gonna use that 5-step PDF that she told you about in the invitation guide, and she's gonna send me my order stuff, okay? So as a coach, I really like to tell my challengers to shoot me a message. Make them shoot you a message saying, I'm official, I signed up, I got my order. That way I can just make sure that they are all ready to go. I like to double check their order and make sure that I know that they're ready for the group. So go ahead and do that. Jot that down, because that's an action step that you can start filtering into your conversations, and it eliminates the awkward, what do I do next? Let them know. Message me when you're official, and I'll get you in the group. But what if that month I just wasn't ready to commit? What if, life happened and I just couldn't get there? What would you do as a coach? As her coach, you would simply say, it's all right, I host these groups every single month. So would you mind if I set a reminder to connect with you again in 1 more month to see if the timing is better? In the end, regardless of the outcome, you've invited, you've listened, you've excited them. And I just want to remind you, don't put it in the group until you've seen with your own eyes that order and you've double checked it.
So true, so true. So what was the title of this? From invitation to transformation. So you've gone through the invitation process. She sold the cake, she's in, she's doing pio, she's gonna change her life. And now what do we do? It's that moment where you've got all these people in a freaking group. And they're so excited, and everybody's talking, and it's like herding cats, and everybody's excited. And then what happens? At week 2 and week 3, when there's only one person by themselves, commenting, I feel like crap. This really sucks. Maybe I'm not meant for this coaching thing. So many of my coaches hit a wall. And I'm gonna just reveal a very, very, very awful moment in my life. I will say my first challenge group was awesome. But our second challenge group bombed. So badly bombed that I just finally said, I'm over it, we're shutting down the group. Like, it's done, I can't fix this, I'm out. Like, you guys, I don't even know what's happening. Duh, this is over, okay? Am I alone in that? Has anybody else ever had that moment where you're just like, it's better to just close this thing down than really just keep this painful moment going? Yeah. It's happened to the best of us, guys. And this is the deal, and I will give this entire slide to my husband because many of you said, when that moment happens, everybody falls off, and nobody's paying it forward, nobody's getting results, nobody's even talking to you. They've seen your message on Facebook and they still haven't replied. Oh yes. Oh my gosh, challenge groups just must not work. But we're out here telling you that challenge groups do work. But the issue is, you guys aren't realizing that you're the CEO of your own business. And when something doesn't work, you have the ability to change it. It's the beautiful, beautiful thing. And Brittany and I had to sit down at the kitchen table and ask ourselves, what do we have to do differently to make sure this never happens again? And today, before you leave this room, you need to have answered that question. What do I need to do differently so that my groups never freaking bomb ever again, okay? And for us, it was 2 words: set expectations. On day 1 of what we call prep week, I do a video, and guys, this is like a video. Like, some of you are freaking broken out right now. Don't do it, okay? You just hold your phone in selfie mode, let it shake, okay? And just record a video. Put your freaking computer up there and just talk to it, okay? And you just tell them what to expect. I literally tell them, you must, in all caps, bolded, italicized, and highlighted in pink, sorry boys, must check the page every single day. But I also explain to them what a pinned post is, how it's pinned to the top of the challenge group page, and I also explain how it looks different on their phone. Many people wait for that post to show up in their newsfeed when they should be going directly into the Facebook group, but they don't know that. So your job is right out the gate to set expectations. I will tell you, every successful coach who runs these challenge groups like clockwork does this, but they do it differently. Like Brittany and I totally do it differently. I personally have an entire week, Monday through Sunday, of prep. So let's just say I was going to start a challenge group on August 3rd. Everybody would need to order by August 2nd. And on Monday the 3rd, I plop those suckers right into my group, and while they're waiting on their program, I'm getting them prepped. Whereas Brittany has a preseason. She'll get them in there 3, 4, maybe 5 days ahead of time, and just get them prepped and ready to go then. Could you do it in just a quick weekend? What's the answer? Yes. But regardless, you've got to go through this. You've got to help them create a workout schedule for the week. Some of you don't realize, I'm about to like wake up your little eyeballs, that some people are like me and they don't do these programs from start to finish. I'm a Beachbody Live instructor. I do PIO in the gyms, y'all. When I do this, you make a noise. That's my face. That was like, that's your cue to go, woohoo. But I work out in the gyms. I have so many people who are training for races, triathlons, 5Ks that want to incorporate running. Sometimes, when somebody's like me, who needs to learn a hybrid, you've got to help them create their workout schedule. You also have to teach them the benefits of drinking Shakeology daily. And I go over how to have 4 to 6 planned meals a day, meaning they know every meal they're gonna eat for every single meal of the next week. They got their grocery list done, and they've already told me that they've gone grocery shopping, or at least what day they're going grocery shopping on. Leave nothing to chance. What else is on there? Track and share your progress. How many of you are so thankful you took that awful before picture? Just be honest with yourself right now. Okay, I'm gonna give you my word. They're called goodbye pictures. You can have that. I tell every single one of my challengers, you're taking your goodbye pictures, and in order for them to actually officially start, they must send it to me. They have to, if they don't, I send them that not so nice, tough love message that says, if I don't have it by tonight, you can't start this with us. You get to decide what you want from them, if you want their measurements, if you want them to give you their weight, whatever the case may be. But you've got to figure out how to explain to them that they have to track and share their progress. But more importantly, write this down. Put a big star by that one. Share your daily health and fitness activities. You may not realize this, but they may not know what the heck they're supposed to be posting. They don't know they're supposed to post sweaty selfies. That's what we do. They gotta learn. We literally teach them. You've got to tell us once you've done your workout. Do a collage of the food that you're eating today, and then post it to the page that you're sharing with us every single day what's happening. But I also make sure that they know that there's gonna be days that really suck, where they bring donuts into the office, where they woke up late, something happens, and they're getting their workout in at 11 o'clock at night, life happens. But I want them to post those moments on the page so that everybody else can motivate and inspire them. So when we're on here, I make sure every single one of my challengers know that they're not on an island by themselves, that they've got to be present and there to encourage everybody. So that when they're having a good day and somebody's having a not so hot day, they're there to lift them up, motivate, and inspire them. But above all, we teach them how to set those goals. And guys, you've got to let them know that it's a baby step-by-step process, because some of them, like many of you guys have, you just get discouraged super quick.
You guys, it doesn't end with them though. You might be wondering, okay, yeah, but what's my role as the coach here? What's my role? Yeah, it's good. It's so important and critical to set expectations of the challenger, but we as coaches, we set the tone for the entire group. So this next slide is a list of exactly how Alli and I keep our challengers motivated every single month. You guys, things like creating a daily post, including a call to action. This is so important. This is crucial. You've got to ask them to do something. You've got to give them a job. Post a picture, post in the comments, fill in the blank, share your heart. Something for them to do. Ask for the engagement. Lead by example and stay consistent. Of course, it means being proof the products work. We ourselves have to be drinking our Shakeology, doing our workout, eating clean, and posting in the group. But there's also a leadership component to it. For example, Alli and I post in our groups at the same time every single day, and our challengers begin to expect that. Create fun themes. That's not really my jam. That's more Alli's jam. I do one or two.
Motivational Monday, Tasty Tuesday, Wacky Wednesday, Thursday, Flex Friday, Saturday. She was like, I don't do that, Alli. I was like, oh, you can do that.
If that's not your thing, do one or two like me. It's fun. It keeps them engaged. Celebrate the weekly stats and that encourage the behavior that they're doing. So if you have a standout challenger that's crushing their fitness journey, of course, share that transformation, the inches lost, the pounds lost, the size lost, whatever it is. But it doesn't have to be about numbers. You could simply highlight the motivator of the week, but celebrate that behavior that you want to keep seeing in the culture of your group. Personally follow up with those who fall off. Alli and I do something called track, simply meaning we keep track of the challengers in our group and if they are participating in the daily assignment. That way, if they start to fall off, we can be their coach and reach out to them. You guys, you probably know this. The number one sign that someone has fallen off in their fitness journey is what? They stop engaging in the group. So if you want to host in challenge groups that are engaging, you've got to engage. And so if somebody stops showing up, reach out to them, Facebook message them. If they're not answering their Facebook message, text them, call them. It's not about hounding them. It's about genuinely taking an interest in what's going on in their life. See if there's something that you can do to help them or encourage them. Create the value around Shakeology. You guys know, and if you don't, check out the Coach Lane Office videos. There are countless resources from Carl, Isabel, Darren, all around the value of Shakeology, and it is our job to make sure that we're passing that on to our challengers. What we can do as coaches is personally reach out to our challengers, make sure they're enjoying their Shakeology. They love their flavor. Please make sure they're not pouring Shakeology in a cup of water and stirring it with a spoon. It's not going to go over well. Check in with them, make sure that they're making it, they love it, and they're drinking it every day. Remind them of their ship date. Yeah. You guys, there is nothing more demotivating, in my opinion, than not knowing that your Shakeology is going to be charged and shipped again. It's in the fine print, but many people don't read that. So our job is to motivate them, keep them motivated. So A, you check in with them personally, making sure that they are drinking their Shakeology every day, and B, remind them of their ship date.
And we've got this slide up here because, guys, I need you to hear me and hear me loudly. It is your job to inspire your challengers to want to take this amazing life that they've been given, this amazing second chance that I said before that they've been given, and inspire countless others. And we'll stand up here and tell you that usually it's about a 50-50 split, meaning at least 50% of the people that we bring onto our team as working coaches come from our challenge groups. It's our job to help teach them and make them actually see that what we do is so much fun. Is what we do fun? Yes! You have to relay that onto them. And then, more importantly, you have to make them believe in their soul that they can do what you do. Okay?
You guys, we've got to identify our standouts. We've got to highlight those results, both live in the group, celebrating that stuff that's going on, and also in personal message. So it all comes back to me to have you ever considered? It all comes back to have you ever considered. So when I have a challenger that is standing out, this is what works well for me. I'll message him or her and say, hey, I just gotta say thank you for the involvement and the participation that you are bringing to this group. You are encouraging a lot of other challengers. Have you ever considered joining the team or becoming a coach? And for me, this is the crucial part. After the have you ever considered, I add in 1 to 2 personalized sentences that genuinely wrap up why I think that individual person would make a great coach. Personalize it.
And can I tell you what I do? I even taught Brittany how to do this. It's so good. I offer them up in the group what's next. So take a picture of this, my loves.
Money.
What I do, the last weekend, so first take a picture because I need you to take notes after this. There you go. And I hear them all clicking, flashes are going. On the last maybe Saturday or Sunday of the group, I give them 4 options. Option 1, to do another round. Option 2, change it up. 3, become an apprentice coach and co-lead the next group with me. Or 4, gracefully bow out. I actually made a video that explains each of these. What is do another round? Do some people see their success in 21 days and they lose 100 pounds in 21 days? No! They need to be in multiple groups. Maybe they want to do the 21-day fix 3 times in a row before they graduate to the fix extreme. So I allow them to be in the next round, and they get to decide if that's the option they want. Option 2, change it up. This is the option that you give them if 1 of 2 things are happening. 1, they track the results and they've hit a plateau. Or 2, you're bored. If they're bored, they're gonna do the same workout, and they don't have that same excitement. So you give them the ability to do another round, but to change it up with a new program, or a new flavor of Shakeology, or whatever the case may be. Option 3 is one of my favorites, because what you're doing is kind of like leaking the details. You can send personal messages after this to those standouts. But in my quick video that I do, I explain to them that I'm looking for people and I personally mentor people every single month to do what I do. And that they can still be on their journey. But I'm looking for a few people who absolutely love what they're doing and that they'd love to utilize their story to help their family and friends. And then I mentioned that they could get a 25% discount. Go team. Okay, but I give them the option to be a coach or an apprentice coach. I want you to spice this up and make it sound however it fits best with your business. But what happened was, you got people who will see this video in the first group, maybe they do another round, and they're like, I think I'm almost ready. Like they'll even write in the comments, I think I'm almost ready for option 3. You're dropping the hints. You're dropping the hints. And then of course, gracefully bow out. Does this mean quit? The answer is no. But do you have people in your groups that have to like go on vacation or they go on work trips and they're gonna be off of Facebook? I give them the option to gracefully bow out so they don't feel bad. And every single challenge group, we have people come back. They're coming back. Because when I give them the option to gracefully bow out, they're only bowing out for 1 month. And then I tell them what the date of our next challenge group is, and I put it in their hands and say, it's on you to come back to me right before that group starts and remind me to give you the details to get in. But I want you to write this down. If you're gonna do this, you can't just make this post and then disappear. The fortune is in the follow-up. Write that down. The fortune is in the follow-up. If somebody wants to do another round, you've got to get them the information to get into that group. If somebody wants to change it up, you've got to go back to that handout that I told you that's going to be in the Summit Coach app and go back to that interview style and start interviewing them, asking them questions to see what it is that they need to change it up. So if somebody says that they want to become a coach, do you just leave it? She's like, okay, crap, I don't know what to say now. No, go talk to them. All you gotta do is talk to them and share your heart, and then point them to a presentation, a video, a webinar from your upline. You've got an amazing Introducing Team Beachbody video on your Coach online office, in your video library. You can send to them to show them more information, and then get them set up and ready to go. And of course, if they gracefully bow out, what do you have to do if they gracefully bow out? You've got to tell them when your next challenge is going to start. I know, by the way, every day that my groups are going to start for the rest of the year. And if you don't, that needs to be something that you do this coming week, is map it out so that when somebody can't be a part of your group or needs to gracefully bow out, you give them the information to do so. So, are you ready for this?
All right, you guys, it's time to take some action. I know you're putting away your notebooks. Get them back out. I'm about to give you your action steps. So number your piece of paper 1 through 3. Go ahead, right now. 1, 2, 3.
I hear the paper turning. It's so fabulous.
Let's go. Okay, number 1. On your piece of paper right now, I want you to name what kind of group are you going to do? What kind of group are you going to host? Remember, we gave you the options. A size launch group. A group where they can pick any programs, 21 days, it's 7 days. A nutrition group, a free group. It doesn't matter what kind of group you do. We just want to know what group you're going to do. Not what kind you hope to do, what kind you are going to do. Go ahead, write it down right now. What kind of group? Number 2, I want you to write down with a big fat star next to it that you're going to start your group on August 3rd. This August 3rd,
2015.
Now, whether or not August 3rd is day 1 of your prep week or day 1 of day 1, that's up to you. But August 3rd is your start date. That's number 2. Number 3, the last thing that I want you to write down is Monday, start inviting. That was step 1, getting the word out. So you need to start inviting on Monday because that's 2 weeks out. So that gives you 2 weeks to promote, to invite, to start that process. So number 1, what kind of group? Number 2, August 3rd. Number 3, start inviting on Monday, which is July 20th.
So how much information has been put into your brain today? It's that moment is like, I don't really know because my brain hurts. So do my feet, and my knees, and my back. You've got so much information. And a lot of times, people always say like, oh, I don't know where to start. And I want you guys to realize something. If we can teach you anything, if you take away anything that I say today, anything that Brittany has said today, is that we want you to learn how to fail forward. It is my promise to you that I have done everything in this business wrong. Brent will even tell you, everything in this business wrong at least twice. First time was an accident. I believed I just personally screwed it up, so I did it again, and then it really bombed. It's real bad, it's real bad. I'm telling you right now, I never quit though. I never stopped. And I promise you, if you will get the mentality of failing forward, you are going to kill this thing. The title of this was From Invitation to Transformation. And our job is to be able to help you inspire those people in your groups to want to take that second chance that they've been given and help so many other people do the same. But it's only going to work, it's only going to happen when you stay in the game and you take action. So, this is the deal. Can you promise me that you're going to take the next steps to get your group going on August 3rd? What's the answer? Can you promise me whenever you do those missteps, you're not going to quit? What's the answer? So I need everybody on your feet. We're going to finish this thing out right. It's your last session of the day.
Come on. Up.
Guys, it's your last session of the day. So, she's already made you vow. She already made you pinky promise and pledged to be the image to your words. Now, you're not going to hold this in, because what happens when you don't tell anybody what you're going to do? When you don't do it, nobody knows. So everybody in this room is about to know what type of challenge group you're running on August 3rd. So on the count of 3, you're going to scream bloody murder at the top of your lungs and make everybody outside extremely nervous. Are you ready? Say yes. I don't believe you. Are you ready? Okay, on your marks. 1, 2, 3!
Size! Size? Oh, which program? I don't know!